Hey guys, Courtney here. I'm going to show you how I got this spring-inspired, extremely glowy skin, tons of status stick all over the face and body, really like poppy fun blush, and then lavender eye look for spring. So if you want to see how I did this, keep watching. So the first thing that I like to do when I want to achieve really glowy skin is always go in with a status stick. I like to switch up the color. I'm going to use High Road Highlight today. And I literally just draw it directly on my skin like this in a big C shape. And I like to put it over and under my foundation, but this will really help give you the kind of like super glowy, healthy, filtered skin look. So I just blend it in with my finger. And it doesn't have to be perfect because we are gonna actually lay down our foundation, tinted moisturizer, whatever you want on top of this. And it's going to like glow through and beam through. And then sometimes I'm just essentially adding this like a base. I'll do it here too, and then that just kind of ties this whole little halo glow together. These also smell amazing, and then at the end when I'm done, I'm gonna show you guys how it looks on the body too, which is actually how I designed these to really be worn on the body, but they are for face and body all over, and they're clean. So they're also like good for your skin and hydrating, which is amazing. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some foundation. I think I'm gonna go for a glowy, hydrated look. This one is the NARS Light Reflecting, which plays very well with the status sticks. And something I've been doing lately that I've been really loving for skin has actually been taking my fingers, obviously clean, and blending in the foundation with my hands before I go in with the Beauty Blender. I find that this really kind of just helps melt everything in, and you'll see all this glow here still, which we want. So the neck. Wipe my hands so I don't get it everywhere. I somehow managed to get mascara on my jeans the other day, but like the bottom of my jeans. Not even sure how I did that. Now I'm going to take a damp beauty sponge and just go over everything and press it in. And you'll see that it's going to glow through the foundation, especially if you use a more medium coverage or lighter coverage as well. Now I'm going to do my concealer. I'm going in with this one because it's very hydrating. And I'm going to take it down the side of the nose and bring it up there. I like putting it down the side of the nose because it's basically like a little reverse contour, and then I take my duo and I actually contour afterwards. Gently press that into the skin without taking too much product away. And I actually have pretty dark under eye circles, so sometimes I'll go back and add a little bit more. Down around the nose, makeup tends to wear off the most here, especially as a woman, just like hormonally right here. That comes off first, so I like to try to conceal and then set that. I really find that by adding the concealer and then the concealer here and contour here, it gives this like very lifted face illusion. And then I'm going to take a little bit more where I have darkness in my under eyes, and then on top of the lids too. This is just going to kind of act as like an eyeshadow primer. I think I'm going to do, ooh, I really need to prep my eyebrows. There's a whole forest under there. Okay, I think that I'm going to do a light kind of pastel eye for spring and then like a lot of blush. So again, I'm just taking the Beauty Blender and I'm pressing it right into that spot. I also really make sure that I get the point and get it in the very inner corner of my eyelid there as well. And now we are going to set. My powder is at the end of its life, so I have to kind of break it up with the back of like an eyeshadow brush or a spoolie or something, and then press that in. And I'm gonna probably bake my under eyes a little bit too. And then again, I make sure that I set here what I did. And there, and the skin is looking nice and glowy. I don't take it over here because that's actually where I'm gonna do my duo. So now I'm gonna go in with my 5.5 duo and take it right here, then right here, here, same thing on this side. And I like to do around my lips. I find that this really helps give a little plumpy plump. And then the nose. This is my new favorite way to contour my nose since we launched these a couple months ago. I love doing it like this. I just feel like the edges of this make it really easy. And then I take the stick like this into the eyebrows. So lovely looking, a little crazy. Trust the process. And then I'm going to take a brush and just really blend it in. These blend so easily, so you really don't have to worry. If you're someone who's a little bit intimidated by creams, do not be intimidated by these. They're extremely easy to use. And they blend, and as you can see super close up, they just look like skin. Super glowy, dewy, hydrated skin. Also, they wear amazing just on their own. So if you don't even want to wear foundation, you can just put these right on top of like your sunscreen in the summer, which is what I did a lot last summer too. Whatever's left under the jaw and down the neck. And then really think about kind of like either buffing it like this or pressing it with a little flick motion. But I never like pull it so much unless I'm doing the eye. I don't mind doing it there. Okay, now all we have left is the nose to blend. I'm gonna take this little brush just so I don't move the product too much and just kind of blend it right in. You can also just do this with your finger, which I do a lot. If you're someone who's very on the go, these are awesome to just throw in the bag and do your makeup out and about if you don't have a lot of time. And it's great that you can use your fingers or sponges, brushes. Honestly, they work with everything. Just kind of take the sponge and blend it in. Okay. So now I'm going to go into my blush. I think I'm just going to use my 5.5 blush to keep it consistent. This is my current favorite blush shade that we have. It is so beautiful. It's amazing on the lips, eyes, cheeks, everywhere. So for this, I'm going to take it right on here, and then I'm going to go into the back of my hand and just pounce it on a little bit. And now press it in. Almost in like a little C shape, like I always do. And hit the eyes a little too. And then if you've been following me for a minute, you guys already know my little supermodel trick. Always hit the nose with a bit of blush. It gives you a really like naturally sun-kissed look. The brows need to be pushed up now. So I'm just gonna go in with my Got To Be glue and push them on up. So now I'm gonna go back in with my satin stick, and I am gonna take this guy on my eyelids. This helps your eyeshadow stick so well. It's the best. So this one is High Road Highlight. I'm just gonna put it right here, and I'm also gonna put it here, here to add that extra glow, and then of course the cheeks. So for that, there's a little bronzer everywhere. Take it and I almost put it like in the hollow part of my eye. It will really help reflect light. Like that, and just give you the glowiest skin. And then if you're someone who's oily, you can take like a little powder brush. I'm gonna add a little bit of extra powder, but like to very specific areas. Here. And probably just here, but you can kind of add it wherever you want. Just gonna let it sit there for a minute while I do my eyeshadow. Okay. So now I'm thinking of a really fun kind of lavender eye. I have that status stick as the base, and I'm gonna go in with a really nice like light purple and just press that in. And like I said, the status stick will really help that stick and help the color be like nice and vibrant. I'm actually gonna put that all over the lid and in the crease. Yes, I love this. Did anyone else wear purple eyeshadow in high school? I feel like this is a throwback. High school, middle school days to me. Okay. I kind of want this to stay light, so I'm not gonna really do anything but contour a little bit in the, add a little bit of definition with like a bronzer there, but for the most part, I'm just packing on this really pretty light, kind of like lilac lavender color. This brush is also pretty fluffy, but dense, and so it works well for this. Get it all over, and then I'm gonna kind of fan it out to the edge there too. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna add bronzer in the crease, but I am gonna add a little bit underneath my eye, per usual. So I'm gonna do that. Just right there to add a little definition to the lower lash line. Okay, and now we are going to take a little bit of eyeliner, because again, I always want them to be open and bright and wide personally. First, I'm gonna go in with my white eyeliner, which is looking crusty. Add a little pop there. My eyes are closer set, and so I love adding a little bit of white to the inner corner. I feel like it just kind of helps open everything up. And then I'm gonna go in the thin line. Let me blend her out. Does anyone else make like the craziest faces when they're doing their eyeliner? And then a little wing. You know the drill. Cool. Same thing on the side. Time for mascara. Let's curl these babies. I went through a phase of skipping this step, and I feel like I could actually tell a difference in my lashes when I was skipping the curl phase, or the curl step. Not in a good way. The reason I like 5.5 in the duo, the blush is extremely universal. Like, it looks so pretty with cool tone colors, looks really pretty with gold, purples. Like, it honestly matches everything and everyone. I've seen it on extremely dark skin tones. I've seen it on extremely light, like freckly skin tones, and honestly, it looks good on everybody. What kind of lip are we feeling? I feel like something fairly neutral. Maybe 3? It is 3 in our eyeliner. Tell me more. I like to pair this with the, medium contour, but since the focus is on the eyes today and the skin, I think I'm just gonna do that solo with like a little clear gloss on top. Do not sleep on the clear gloss. It is so pretty and sparkly and beautiful. It just like reflects light, and I feel like makes your lips look nice and juicy and plump, which you know we love. And now I'm going to do my lashes. You guys know the drill on this. If you like a light wispy eye, make them light and wispy. You guys know I love a full lash, a lot of mascara personally, but total personal preference. And this primer feels fresh. Okay, so when a primer is fresh like this, I like to let it sit for a second before I go in with my mascara, or I find that it all goes into one and gets like kind of goopy. Cue the elevator music. Okay. What's the one thing that if you lost in your makeup bag, you couldn't live without? Mine is definitely the duos, which is why I created the name Dibs in the first place, Desert Island Beauty Status. Just like if you were going to go to a desert island and you could only take 5 things, we want to be all the products that you take and that you can't live without. But for me, especially the duo, I cannot do my makeup without the duo now. But I never have to because I have them sprinkled around every part of my house, my car, my purses, and everywhere, which is why I love how on the go they are. Okay, I'm just blinking this mascara in. I like to start at my root, blink and wiggle. If you get any mascara in your eye, there's a lot of powder eyeshadow up here, so just completely let it dry. And then you can just flake it away with the little spoolie. It's no big deal. Okay, I added a hoop. I finished my mascara, and I'm going to show you guys how I like to go in on my body with the Status 6, because like I said, this is actually why I designed these. Is actually more for body. They look amazing on the legs, like next level good. So I actually like to take, I'm not self-tanned right now, so I like to take a little bit of unbothered bronze in my neck, and then I like to take, ooh, look at that high road highlight, and then I rub it in like lotion. Basically make sure that your skin is already hydrated with the lotion. They have mango butter. They smell unreal. Like literally it smells like you have like a little, look at that glow. It makes your skin look literally perfect and filtered and glowy. So I put this all over my body in the summer, in the spring especially, and then in the winter and the fall I like to hit it like shoulders, décolleté, face, all the places. But I really, when I did this, I really had in mind making sure that people could take this glow and just easily apply it like anywhere that they are. You can throw it in your suitcase. Any body glow I had was like a shake up kind or spray kind. It always exploded in my suitcase, was super messy, got everywhere. Didn't like how any of them smell. They're sticky. The smell's unreal. It's not sticky at all. It's just really hydrating, and it is like, look at what it does to this shoulder, then look at this one. Like it's such a difference. It's crazy. So that is it for my glowy skin, springish, summerish makeup tutorial. Hope you guys liked it. Bye.